What are some of the most common and huge mistakes that personal injury victims make? First mistake I see far too often is they hire the wrong attorney first. They may hire a referral from a friend. Sometimes the attorney they hire may have represented a family member in a family law or a divorce or a probate matter. And they just feel compelled for some reason to hire an attorney they know rather than hiring an attorney who's got the right level of experience, knowledge, training, work ethic, commitment in personal injury law. Makes a big difference. So do your homework and hire the right attorney out the gate. Second thing that people do wrong is they don't work with their attorneys to make sure that they get to the right doctors at the very beginning. I can't emphasize enough, getting the right medical treatment as soon as possible is probably the most determinative factor in the value of a personal injury victim's case. If you go to some doctor, maybe a great doctor, maybe it's your primary care doctor, you go to some doctor who doesn't have a lot of experience treating patients with open injury claims, or maybe you go to a doctor that doesn't enjoy doing it and isn't too happy or willing to do it, what ends up happening is when your attorney goes to fight for you at the end, we're handcuffed by what's in those medical records. And if a doctor words things the wrong way in a medical record, even if it's unintentionally, even if it's just a result of really a lack of experience, it can really hurt your case. So at TrialPro, we want to be involved with the decisions about what doctors you get to as soon as possible. And we'll always work with you. It's your case. You obviously are the one who's going to get to choose what doctor you go to, but we want to talk through these issues with you because while we want to certainly focus on getting you to the best doctors possible so that we can all learn as much as we can about your injuries, we also want to make sure that we're getting you to doctors that are going to be helpful advocates for you in your case. The other thing I would caution you against is make sure that you treat for your injuries consistently. One of the biggest death knells to any personal injury case is what we call a gap in treatment. Even if it's through legitimate reasons, it's hard for you to take off work. You've got family issues, you've got all this stuff going on. If you don't make the time to go to the doctor and you take off weeks at a time and you just sort of treat sporadically when you can make it, it's going to be twisted and used against you. And ultimately, the insurance company is going to take the position that, hey, this person can't really be that hurt. They can't be in that much pain if they're not even prioritizing going to the doctors. And also, if they're not following the treatment protocol that that doctor sets out, then they're not even following the advice of their doctors. I'm always getting in these arguments with insurance companies, but save us all a lot of trouble and just treat consistently as best you can. Other than that, the last instruction I'd give you is just be careful what you post on social media. These days, almost every insurance company employs teams of investigators and they research what people post. If you talk about after a crash how you went whitewater rafting and had a great time and fell out of the raft, or you post pictures of yourself playing beach volleyball and they get pictures of that, that is counter to our story, which is that you're hurt and these injuries are adversely affecting your life. So just be careful about that. There's plenty of more pointers we'll be happy to share with you. Call us anytime at 1-800-TrialPro or chat with us live at trialpro.com and we'll be happy to speak with you immediately about your injury case.